Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. So today in this DP series of videos, we will discuss about one problem, that is 1143 longest common subsequence. So the problem statement is saying given two strings text1 and text2, return the length of their longest common subsequence. If there is no common subsequence, return 0. A subsequence of string is a new string generated from the original string with some character can be none deleted without changing the relative order of the remaining character. For example, AC is a subsequence of A, B, C, D, E. Because from the original string A, B, C, D, E, B and D is deleted and then it became ACE. Means ACE's order is actually not changed here. A common subsequence of two string is a subsequence that is common to both the strings. So here some examples are given. You can check here text 1 equal to ABCDE and text 2 is ACE. So if you delete B and D from here and if you check ACE is common between them and their order is also same. So and this is the highest length we can get. So the output is 3 here. Here for text 1 it is ABC and text 2 is ABC. So each and every character here is matching. So the common subsequence length is here 3 and that is the output. Here if you check one string is ABC, another string is DEF. There is no character common between them. So there is no question of finding the longest common subsequence here and the answer is 0. Let's take one bigger example and understand this more. So in this example here I have taken one string ACDEFER, another string is XCDMFQABR. We have to find the longest common subsequence between them. So the answer will be here if we check C is matching with C, then D is matching with D here, and F is matching with F here, and R is matching with R here. So the longest common subsequence we will get from this string is C, D, then F, and then R. And the length for this is 4. So the answer will be 4. You can check here, you will not get any other string which is greater in length than CDFR. So the common subsequence means here if you check CDFR, maybe they are position or index position is different in these two string, but their relative position is same, means D comes after C, F comes after D, and then R comes after F. Here also the same thing, CDFR, right? So if you try to find any other combination, you will not get anything greater than 4. Now what will be the approach to find the solution? One brute force approach can come into our mind is we can start from anyone. Suppose if we are starting from this string, then first letter we will check here. Then this first letter I will search in this string, like where I will get. So the first occurrence will be this one. So here I got the first letter A. Then A and A is matching. Then after this part, I have to search the other letters. So C I am searching, C I have not get here. D I am searching, not getting. E is not there. F is not there. E is not there. R is there. R is a match here. So if we start from the string A and apply brute force solution, then we will get the answer as AR. But length for that is 2, which is less than the actual answer. So this approach will not work. Maybe you can think that if we start from the another string, maybe it can work. So let's see that one also. Suppose I am starting from this string. This X I am searching in this string. Okay. And then we are proceeding. Maybe in this case we will get the answer because if we are starting from C, C will match with this. Then in the this portion I have to search for the other part. D will match there. And then gradually I think F will match and R will match. Maybe we will get the answer. But think about that this string has slight change like A, C, D, E, F are there, but instead of that one X is also present at the last. So when you will start from here, you will search for X in the string and you will get it here. So you will get a match here and after that you can't proceed. So your answer will be X in that case of length 1. But the actual big string you can get is C, D, F, R from here. So this approach will not work here. So we have to use dynamic programming to solve this problem. But before that, I will show you another variety of this program with some language change. So this problem can come into different flavor or variety also. Suppose two arrays given to you. One array is saying the number of stations from one direction when one train is going from Delhi towards Lucknow. So Delhi, then NCR, then Agra, Haridwar, Rishikesh and Lucknow it will pick in this route. Another train will start from Gurgaon, then it will go to NCR, then Haridwar, then Nainital in this route. Now if someone is asking you like what are the common station between these two route in same direction, then the answer will be NCR and Haridwar. So if you check here, these are the two common station and they are into the same direction present. So this will be the answer. Exactly, it is the same longest common subsequence problem also with different variety. Now, as you got from the thumbnail or what I am saying is we have to use dynamic programming here. But why? How dynamic program will help us here? So dynamic programming means we have to first calculate for the small thing and then using that result we have to solve the bigger problem. So suppose we have to check from here like using Delhi and Gurgaon if anything common is there or not. It is not present. Then we can check for Delhi, Gurgaon and NCR anything is common or not. That is also not there. Then we can check for the opposite thing. Delhi, NCR, Gurgaon. This part anything common is there or not? Not there. Then we can check for this four together. Here I got one station common that is NCR that I can keep and make use of it later. And after that we can maybe check in this portion, then maybe in this portion and then we can proceed towards. So we can check for these combinations and go forward and make use of the previous result which is already calculated. Now we will see the dynamic program and tabulation technique. So here I have taken two string and we have to find the longest common subsequence between them. So one is ACDFER and another one is CDMFAR. So we have to place them in a table where side by side we can compare and proceed. So for that purpose we need a DP table. Okay, where we need a extra like row and column for 0. Why it is I will come to that. And then we have to fill up and proceed and at the end this corner whatever will be the result that will be our answer. Okay. So here we are checking like if both the string length is 0, suppose this string length is also 0 and this string length is also 0, that time how much portion is matching? Obviously it is 0, right? No matching character. Now if my first string has a and another string is 0, then how many portion is matching? That is also 0. Now when I'm in this cell, that means one string is AC and another string is 0, means nothing. Then how much portion is matching? Nothing, 0. And similar way all these things will be DFER will be 0. Similar way here also if one string is 0 and another string is C, how much portion is matching? 0. If one string is CD and another is nothing, then how much portion is matching? 0. And similar way all these things will be 0. So I filled all the zeros filled now. Now we'll proceed. So here when we are in this cell, so one string is A, another string is C. First of all, I will not talk about any equation or formula. So first, whatever from our mind it is coming, we will first fill few like cells. Okay. Now after that, from our own only the formula will come out. Then only it will be best to solve the DP kind of problem. So here A and C is present. So what our mind is saying, see there is no common element from them, so it will be 0. Now when in this cell, it will be AC, one common is there, then it will be 1, then it will be ACD, then only one common, and for FER, for all of them only one will be common, that is C. Now when we are in this cell, then it is A and D, right? So it will be A and it will be CD, right? So this cell it is CD and this is A. What is common? Nothing is common between them, so it will be 0. So if we proceed here, AC, then one is common, that is C. Then when we are here at ACD, so when we are in ACD, that time two are common. This C and D is common, so it will be 2. Now when we are here in ACDF, then what is common? That is 2. Now when we are into E, that time it will be ACDE. That time what is common? Only 2 is common. and for R only that 2 is only common. Here again we will start. So now it will be CDM and this side it will be A. So between A and CDM common is 0. Then after that it will be AC. So C is common. So it will be 1. Now we will talk about the formula here. See, when we are in this cell means we are going to calculate this cell, that time it will become comparison between ACD and CDM, right? What we can check is from D and M is not equal. That means D and M will not increase my sequence further. So I have to take what is the previous best choice for me. So either it will be ACD and CD, right? So between ACD and CD, what is the best one? I have to check, or I have to check between AC and CDM, what is the best, right? So either this one or between this one, what was the best? Because in one case, maybe including D, I will check if I am getting any benefit, or in one case including M I will check if I am getting any benefit. So ACD and CD, between them what is the result, where I will get that? That I will get in the above cell, in this cell, because this is ACD and CD. And between AC and CDM, where I will get the result, that I will get here, because this is AC and CDM. So to fill this form, I have to check if they are not equal, like this cell M and D is not equal, then I have to check between these two, like which one is maximum. So here in this case 2 is maximum. So I have to take 2. If it is a matching, means if it is a matching, suppose it is both are equal, suppose both are M, then it is contributing plus 1 with the previous result. So that time between AC and CD, whatever will be the result, I have to do a plus 1, because this is equal and this can contribute. Where I will get this result? That I will get in this diagonal column. This is CD and AC, right? So that time if it's a match, then I have to do a plus 1 with this value. Now if we proceed quickly, between M and F they are not matching. That means we have to take the max between these two, that is 2. Here in this case E and M is not matching, so it will be 2. M and R is not matching, then it will be 2. Here A and F is not matching, then max is between them is 0. Here between F and C it is not matching, then you will take 1. Then D and F it is not matching, the max is 2, that I will take. Between F and F it is matching, that means we have to do a plus 1 with this value, so it will be 3. Then between E and F not matching, so we will take the max, that is 3 between these two. Then R and F is not matching, we have to take 3, that is the max. Here will be, it will be 0. A and A is matching, so it will not be 0, it will be 1, because we have to do a plus 1 with this one. Then C and A is not matching, we have to take 1. D and A is not matching, we have to take 2. Then F and A is not matching, we have to take 3. E and A is not matching, we have to take 3. And R and A is not matching, we have to take 3. Here R and A is not matching, we have to take 1. C and R is not matching, we have to take 1. D and R is not matching, we have to take 2. F and R is not matching, 3. E and R is not matching, it will be 3, right? And R and R is matching, then we have to do a 3 plus 1, that is 4. So our final answer will be 4 here. Now the question is that we got our answer, and that is 4, and we used dynamic programming technique to solve this part. But how to get the common string between them, like how to get the result? So if you check here now, we have to backtrack the solution what we did. So I will take a different color now. Now we have to find like this 4 value came from where? As R and R is matching, so that means it came from diagonally, right? Because 3 plus 1 we did, then we get the 4. So we will write R here. Then this 3 came from where? E and A is not matching, that means it can come from any direction. Let's say it came from here. Now this 3 came from where? F and A is not matching, so we should have been taken this max one, so it came from this direction. So here this F and F is matching, that means it came from here, and as this F and F is matching, we can write it here. Now between here M and D is not matching, but it is max, so it came from this direction. And now here if you check this D and D is matching, that means it came from here. So D we have to write here as it's a matching. Now here C and C is matching, that means it came from here, right? So we have to write C here, and this is just the end of the thing. So this is the string CDFR, which is the matching part and the longest common subsequence here. So time complexity wise, it will take ONM time, that means the length of both of them, and space complexity wise it is taking O n of time. So actually it is n plus 1 plus m plus 1, but we can consider it as O of nm. Now we'll see the coding part. So here I have taken one class longest common subsequence, and from the main method I am calling this method longest common subsequence, where I am passing this two string text1 and text2. Okay, and result I will show. Now I am checking the length for both of them, and then I am converting this text to a character array to faster access, and then I am defining a DP array where the length will be n and m. So if you notice here, the n and m is length plus 1 because of that 0, right? So then we are using two for loop for the ith I equal to 0 row and j equal to 0 column. So that time all will be 0, right? And whenever I am defining this DP array, by default those values will be 0. That's why I am not calculating them. So I am starting from I equal to 1 and j equal to 1. Okay, and it will go to n and m. So I am checking if the character in that cell, uh, like per column and this row is same or not. Here it is I minus 1 because it is starting from 0. That's why I am did a I minus 1. So then I am checking if they are equal, then that time in the diagonally corner cell value plus 1 I have to do, right? Or else I have to check the max between the left side cell and the top cell, right? So whatever is the max between them, I have to update the DP. And at the end, in the last corner, that is n minus 1 and m minus 1, I will get the result and I will return. If we have to like check for the word like which is common between them, means if you have to get the sequence, so for that purpose I have written one method. There we can check for, we can form the string as word, and we can check while I and j we can start from the last cell. Okay, and if we get a match between these two string, the two character, then we will just append it with the word. Okay, and then we will do a I equal to I minus 1 and j equal to j minus 1, means it will, we will shift to the diagonally like upward cell. Okay, or else we will check like if like my last value is greater than that or not, if left side value is greater than the top one or top is greater than the left. According to that we will adjust the I and j, and then again we will check for that until and unless this I and j is 1 or not, and by that time the word will be formed. So if we run this program, if we check it is working. So The common part between ACDFER and ACDMFAR is ACDFR, right? And the common subsequence length is 5. Now we'll submit the solution in GitHub also, where actually only the count is required. This below part get sequence is not required. So now if we submit this solution, what I shown you, this is working. Thanks for watching.